Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Alien Vendetta. This is Map28, Whispering Shadows, and as you can see we've got 304 monsters and 8 secrets. So this is a toughie. Let's get on with it. Picked up super shotgun, start processing stuff in this area, grab some ammo as we go. Okay, gonna go outside as well, deal with these guys. Lovely satisfying barrels. All you get there is your all kills, nothing else for progression. But it's a bit of fun as well, isn't it? Okay, picked up all my ammo, 1 shot left for you. Got 2 more boxes of shells here, so let's grab those. And wow, yeah, that's my trouble with this map. Let's keep going. Over here. Let's get in, because I feel like the cyber's still after me. Probably picked up more shells there than I wanted to. But it's done. Let's grab the health. Taking a bit of a pounding on this map. I've been playing for the last couple of hours and it's absolutely eaten me alive. Very, very confident I can finish this one because my practices have gone so well, but actually pulling an end-to-end run out is proving relatively challenging. So flip the switch for progression. I want the rocket launcher. There we go. I'm going to take one of these as well. Let's try and get the pinky. And I was trying to hug the wall so I wouldn't wake up the other Hell Knight, but that's worked out okay. And the reason for that is that we've got damaging floor behind us, so you get penned with monsters on one side, the damaging floor on the other, and you're just going to take an absolute pounding. So this guy stops us from just kind of running in. Not too tricky to deal with, there's lots of coverage here. If it gets out past you, just swap over. But obviously you don't want it resurrecting stuff. So come on. There we go. Want to get rid of that Revenant. Oops. Yeah, always have the advantage there over wide projectiles. The bullets getting through, or the shells getting through much easier. Pellets. Come on, Baron. I want to deal with you. Okay, I'm going to go back and just pick up some of the vials here, just so I don't pick up a medikit. Okay, let's get you. That one's gone. Watch out for the Hell Knights over there. They can't hit you. Good. That's all done. In these closets here, we've got chain gunners. Not good for much apart from all kills. Let's get them out of the way. Watch out for, or listen out for, projectiles, because you can get hit. Now that we've all that done, I'm just going to backtrack here. Make sure you pick up all the shells you can carry before you leave this area. I've ended up not doing that before, and it's very, very painful. So now, grab all this stuff. I want to stay on the super shotgun, because we've got some pinkies to deal with. And I'm even going to super shotgun the Mancubus, because I want to preserve some of my other high-performing weapons. Okay, just back up. I've got some plasma, I've got some rockets, but I kind of want to do it this way. One more should do it. Just trying to... Oops. I felt like none of those hit. Come on. Okay. That'll do. Not amazing, but I've still got plenty of shells. So I want to take down that archvile, just watch to time its attack. I'm going to ignore the Hell Knights for now. I have to dodge them too. Good. Alright, let's take these guys out. Just going to dance over and back, just in case if he dies and I take a projectile from somebody else. Okay. And that last Hell Knight, I'm going to go around here, but first, chain gunner up top. And chain gunner up top. Come on. You can see an archvile up there as well. Ooh, he's resurrected one of the chain gunners. Not ideal. That chain gunner's after me. I think it's after me. Okay, I'm out of the way now, so that should be okay. But I do want to get rid of that chain gunner, because it's going to scam me. Is it up here? I can't even tell where it is, and I don't want to be wasting my shells. So let's get up here and deal with the Mancubus. Stand against the pillar, so it can't get to me. Oh, I'm doing the stair dance with the Mancubus. Okay, so where are you? Oh, no, it's not you. It's over there on the other side. Okay. Just being really super cautious here. There we go, that's better. Okay, actually going to take these monsters out from here as well, through the window. Got chain gunner, shotgunner, imp, and pinky. There they are. And the rationale for killing them here is if they die near the window, they won't die near the lift. That's my strategy at least. Okay, I think I'm under attack from an archvile, so I won't open the door in case it gets me through the window. Okay, so I tried to kill them away from that lift because we've got an archvile there. But I'm going to deal with this archvile first. So, going to use the single shotgun here, mainly because the super shotgun has got just too much spread, so over this sort of distance we won't get many pellets hitting, it won't be very effective, and we're going to use up a load of ammo and time. So, better option here is the single shotgun, or the chain gun, which I might swap to in a second. Just got a stun there. Good. Okay, so let's body check this guy in. Oops, missed it. You do not want this guy getting out. Oh, I got the extra shot. That was nice. Nothing resurrected. Let's get back in here. That was good. Let's get up top. Okay, so I'm going to run through here, back into here, holding in the pain elemental. And I'll take it out. So this guy, not a lot of space to maneuver here. Good. And I was able to do all this because I killed that archvile down there, which otherwise would have been an absolute menace. I've got no shells, but there are some here, so just grab those. One rocket for my favourite... Oh, that was sweet. My favourite chain gunners. And then we're going to pat these cacos over, and then I'm going to try and get that cyber to shoot. Come on, Cybe. Okay, that sounded like they're going to do something, so let's let them get on with it. Just back up a little bit from the torches so you get some side-to-side dodging. If you stand too close, you get hung out, and you're going to take some damage. Wow! That was pretty heavy. Good. Okay. So, I've got two switches here. This one raises a platform there to backtrack. This one reveals a teleporter over there to help us with our progression. So let's hop over here and go back, because I just took a pounding on that. So let's get those, let's get all the vials and stuff here, back into good health, and one stim pack left, and you know what, I'll probably be back for it. It's that type of map. Another one there, good to know. So we could get that secret, actually no reason not to get it now because it's here. So let's get on this, we need to jump precariously onto the window ledge. Trying to stop. Okay. And let's give myself... I don't really have a setup for this. It looks like I do, but I don't. So I'm going to try and do something like this. And I made it, which is good. That's actually a pretty tough jump to make. I did SR50 it, but I'm kind of comfortable doing it that way. Static FR50 or SR50 I find quite straightforward. So that's another secret. That's, well, I say another secret. That's secret 1 out of 8. Okay, Cybe, what's up next? So those... I want those Hell Knights coming out. Come on, Hell Knights. Okay. Come on, did you hit that? Yeah, you did. Okay. I'll let them do the barrel explosion, see do I get an infight between them. Not all after me. So let's just run this. Get in here. Wake up some revenants. Get out. Get over here. Look at that. Alright, they're all in fighting. I'm going to move. Oh, a little bit of splash damage in that. Could have done without it, but my health is good. And are you... You're already in fighting. Good. I can't tell if it's going to change target to me. It's after me. There we go. Come on, change target. And I'm going to step out and take you down with the plasma. Didn't hear a death sound, so I'm going to keep going. Oh, this is nice. Okay, that's pretty good. You must be near the end now. That's it. So let's trigger this. Get out of the way. In here as well. And this one. Okay, who have we got left? Don't want to get hung up here, but let's get out. That's not so bad. In here, this one always worries me that I'm going to get shot in the back while I'm dealing with a cyber. That's been not too bad. So we're doing okay. We left a bit of health behind. Don't forget these things like the shells in here. Very, very valuable. Flip the switch. Let's keep moving. Got you. We've got Spectre there. Into this side. Got some imps and a mancubus at the top. I like to get quickly up on top of the mancubus. Oh, come on. There we go. And again, bit of stair dance with the mancubus. Hello. Be nice. And I want to walk between these to lower them. And then shoot the barrels, so they take a bit of extra damage. Come on. Focus one. There is a monster block in line def between the shaded area and the light area. They can't leave the lit area. So that's good. I want the Revenant here. I like to poke around the corner. Oops. There we go. Deal with it. And then we can run across these pedestals to get outside and pick up all this stuff. Just make sure you get everything. And then it teleports you back where you were. So, into a new section here. This is quite a challenging section as well. I'm going to clear out some Revenants before I move in too far. Come on, Rev. Their projectiles are much tougher to get through this little window than mine. Where's the other Revenant? You coming? I can see it. There you go, I woke it up. I like to get it woken up so I can just keep progressing this area. And I'm going to ignore the pinkies. Just want to focus because they tend to help out. There we go. And any more? That's them. Okay, so we're going to sneak up here. Going to grab this. Going to sneak up here to grab the BFG, hopefully not triggering anything. And now I can have it fully loaded, fire it before I walk up again and trigger the trap. That'll do. But that was the chain gunner in there. The chain gunner's down. Good. That looks like everything. Let's get in and check. Again, shells over here, never leave anything behind. I'm even going to bump pick these. If you can't get them from the outside, you can get them from the inside. So, come on. That one. No, not this one yet. Let's try outside again. Ammo's tough enough for me on this one, so I don't want to leave stuff behind. I've got good rockets. Let's deal with the Mancubi. Let's grab the cell packs just in case things go wrong. And I want 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to stand at this doorway. I want to grab these actually first. And I want to stand at the doorway and get some projectiles in the air. Come on, projectiles. And then get out of the way. Hopefully the Baron took them, but it doesn't look like he did. There we go. Come on, get down. I want them down the stairs so I can get this fight going. Come on, next Kako, please. Come on, Kako. Kako, come on. No, get over there. This is not going well for me. Come on, Kako. Okay, this looks like it's going to go wrong, so I'm going to take out my rocket launcher and tidy this up. Sorry, Baron. I hoped I'd get more out of you, but it wasn't to be. And I don't want this room getting on top of me. There's too many corpses here, so I'm just going to scan around a little bit because I can't see the attack frames anymore of the sprites. Now we can get other monsters coming in as well, including Revenants, but not seeing anything at the moment. Whoa, okay. So that's pretty good. Okay, this area here I struggle with a lot. So I've got 150 health, so I'm going to try and keep as much of it as I can. So I'm going to try and grab that to bring stuff in, hide in there, and then bounce a BFG off the wall to take stuff down. So that's it. And there, I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah. How did I do on that? Lost 20 or 30. You know what? That's absolutely fine. I'll settle for that. So, want to churn up some more anger here. So let's get outside. I'm going to stand over here. Let's get the Revenants moving. Walking a bit slower here than I'd like to, just to get them moving. And I want those Kakos coming out as the main thing. And I want the Kakos to make it over to the stairs before the Revenants. And I'm going to go in here beside the torch because the revenants can't hit me if I'm in here. The projectiles are too wide. And just see if I can coax a couple of cacos over with some revenants to start some infight. There we go. Come on. Come on. Just going to keep showing myself here. Actually going to use this just to slow down the cacos a little bit so I can get some projectiles in the stairwell. See the projectiles coming up there? Just shifting over and back while I keep the chain gun purring away. Okay. This is what I was looking for. Yeah? Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Loads of stuff piling in the back that should start infighting as well. And I'm going to go and ignore it for a while. So down here, when you come in, 2 chain gunners. Let's get rid of them. Grab the cells and deal with the arachnotron. Often a bit too heavy with the arachnotron here. There we go. Alright, let's tidy up this area. We've got a BFG shot coming up that's very, very interesting. It's quite tough because there's 3 archviles on the receiving end. If you take them all down, great. If you don't, you're in trouble. That was pretty sweet. Alright, flip the switch. We can run across the top here to get out. And this gives us a nice secret. Second secret. Let's grab the stuff here. And same on the other side. Oops. Good. Okay, doing pretty good for ammo and stuff at the moment, which is nice. Flip that switch, which allows us into this area here. Just make sure there's no cacos or things following you. The revenants can't get up the steps, but the cacos can. And just chain gun, hit scan, kind of want to get down. I had no right really moving into this space. That was a bit too face tanky. But it is what it is. Come on. Okay. So down here we've got a secret, but there's barrels blocking our space. So if you shoot that, you can get in. So just going to drop down. Oops. I was trying to walk backwards when we got there. So I want to be over on this side. And then I can just take one of them on from here, because I didn't wake up the other one. And that's pretty straightforward. Reduces my risk a little bit. There we go, that's pretty good. Oops. Thought he was about to get me. Right, trigger the secret. Pick up all the stuff, get back up top. So health's not too bad. I don't think there's any easily accessible health for me here. Would be nice to have some. What's happening down here? Not a lot by the looks of it. Okay, let's leave that for the moment. Let's keep it going. This next area I tend to do quite poorly with, so I'm going to grab my soul sphere before I go in. There's nothing hard about it, but I just tend to die a lot on it. So pick up, I did an SR50, but you could do SR40 I think, or even run straight onto it. I've wiggled here to make sure I tag the secret. It often doesn't tag, so just be careful with that. And then I'm absolutely going to BFG myself into this area. Hopefully the Revenant too. Just because I tend to tank a load of damage on that for some reason, and I really don't want to. So don't forget to pick up your stuff as you go. That's worked out pretty well. Okay, got all the bits and pieces, picked up some more shells. Again, I feel my ammo situation is pretty reasonable. So Baron, you need to go. Come on. And then up top. And grab the blue key. So, again, do pick up the shotguns if you haven't. Do make sure you get that and tag it. And then, let's see if any cacos have come out. Not yet. Okay, so we have got lots of rockets. And if they're going to all cluster around down there, I don't mind sending some rockets their direction. How's that doing? Has that made a bit of space for some cacos to come and say hello? Apparently not. Don't want to stick my neck out just yet. Okay. There we go. Come on. That's at least one infight there. I've got some more bullets, so I'm just going to tap here, because me standing at the top of the stairs keeps projectiles coming from the bottom. And hopefully we'll get some more infighting. Just keeps things there a little bit longer. There we go. That's pretty productive, I'm pretty happy with that. Oops. Once you hear the bones cracking though, be aware that they can turn their target towards you. Okay. So again, I just want to show myself at the top. Because if the Revenants at the bottom can't see me, they're not going to send projectiles and I won't get my infight. So going to hog in here again. Hello? Is that everything? Oh wow, you were waiting for me to look out. Let's get down and deal with this. Come on. Okay, I don't know how I managed to dodge that. Pretty much by accident. So secret in here, it's got some health, also damaging floor. So I'm going to run in quickly, grab the cell pack, tag the secret, and we're going to move on. Now when we get back up here, there is a Revenant at the bottom of this lift, so we need to be careful. Yeah, took that one full on. So next bit here, I find pretty nasty. Forgot these, let's grab them. It's pretty nasty. We've got a Cyber Demon in here. I've died on this a couple of times, because you teleport in and you get hit directly in the face. So I need a better way to deal with it. I'm going to see if I can get him, see where he is, if I can figure out where he's at. There he is. So I'm going to run in and run backwards when I hit the teleporter. That's my little plan. I forgot to flip the switch for that. That's actually quite helpful. Now, it is infighting, so I'm tempted to just go in here and then wait here. It's going to come over and start infighting. And then I'm going to back out of here. Okay, it didn't work the way I wanted, but not too bad. That's good, come on. Gotcha. That'll do. Okay, happy with that. Let's deal with the monsters in here next. Because I don't want to forget about them, they're in shadows. Okay, so that's a tough one. I've died. I've been playing a couple of hours now. This is the first time, in a while I've gotten back to this stage of the map, and this one is tough. I've teleported in here a few times, gotten hit immediately. My kind of plan is teleport in, back off. You know, the Cyber Demon infights with the Revenants. When there's a path around, hop down to here. The Revenants the rest of them wake up, path over here, Cyber Demon hits them. When they're infighting, walk in here, and now I'm kind of behind the Cyber, and the Cyber's infighting, and then you hit it with a BFG shot. That was the plan, not at all how it worked out, not very surprising either. It's a tough map to have a good strategy for. So I'm going to go in here, because I think I've missed a switch for a secret, and that switch is here, and I have. So just flip that, walk through here, and what's that? Hear a monster noise. I think that's just a lost soul, so I'm going to ignore it. Let's go in here, back over here, take a bit of damage on the floor, but now this is open, and we've got our friendly archvile in here. So don't want it really getting out or anything, so kind of body checking in the middle of the door. That's worked out okay. Flip this one, you see all the chain gunners going. Look at that. Bit of a funny mechanic, but interesting nonetheless. Going to grab this, so now we're in good health for the next section. Excuse me. In here, like 25 minutes in nearly. In here, oops. You can see that chain gunner already targeting me from the window. We've got a Cyber Demon in here, so I'm going to run in and get things moving. I tend to preserve plasma here, but actually there's no need to, so I really shouldn't be doing it. Okay, so I want the Cyber Demon to infight something. Like that Mancubus would be nice. Oh, you're angry at me. I thought you were in fight. Let's get me out of here. That has not worked out the way I wanted. Wow. Don't have the BFG to take advantage of that. Come on. Whoa, I thought it was coming the other way. Okay, I'm not doing that great of a job here right now. But let's get one in fight here, I'd be happy with. Or I just have to take it on my own. The only thing is, there's lots of chain gunners and things to start to snipe you. You know what? Do you know another thing I could do is I could bring out the Kakos. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Get some Kako time. Come on. There you go. You're in fight there, but I'm going to ignore it. Just go straight in here. Red key area, run to the end, and hide at the back. Then turn around, tidy up a little bit. Oh wow, you're after me today. So this arch file is contained in there. Just gonna nip around and back and take it down like this. Pretty straightforward. Got the red key there. Just want to make sure I'm not going to be targeted. You can hear the cyber outside. But when we come out now, there's a whole new line of cacos as well. So you got to listen closely on your stereo here to know which side the cyber is on. You don't want to open it up if you're standing at the door. So I can hear him over on the other side. So now's a good time to exit. Good. Caco. I think he hit the cacos. Oh wow, I ran too far back. You know what, I could do with some health. That's not going to get it there. Let's hop through here. So I got a Medi kit there. I can hop in here. On the sides, I've got stim packs. Not worth taking the risk at this point. There as well, in here. Okay, where are we? Oh, didn't see you, damn you. Come on, are you mad at me? You are? Oh, nothing else to take you on, or that chain gunner at the back, if it was to fire, would be helpful. But it's not going to. I've got plasma, so I'm not too worried about the plasma at the moment. Come on. Want you to go down, Saibi. Yeah. Very easy to take a load of splash damage in this. Don't really want to. This isn't even the tough cyber. Okay. You know what? Let me have a quick run for some additional health. So here, stim pack. Down here. I've pillaged all my health here. Let's get out. Over here. Stim pack there. Health there. Back at least to 100% health. That's better than nothing. Hope I won't be back for that last stim pack. Okay, so that's another cyber out of the way, but we still haven't met the toughest cyber yet. So, Revenants here. Oh, I just noticed the Mancubus is still... Oh, and that chain gunner is still after me. So I need to be a little bit careful. That Revenant will be after me, so just be careful. Come on. Okay, watch out for the Mancubus. We've got another chain gunner. Oh no, that one's dead. Not a chain gunner, Revenant. So, we can take out this Mancubus next. But let me make sure that we don't have hit scan. Wow, that's been tough. I've not done an amazing job of that. A bit of backtracking for health, but I've been playing this a couple of hours, so I'm inclined to be sensible and pick up my stuff where I can. Alright, so all of this now is done. Except for this. And up at the top here, we've got 2 archviles. So I'm going to pick up the health, which triggers them. Okay. That did not go well. Oh wow. This is the most uncomfortable position. Let's not blow myself up. Come on. Wow, this has been poor. It's going to be one of those amazingly scuffed runs that I suddenly managed to pull out of the bag. But let's grab it and keep going. I don't fancy backtracking for more stim packs. So, 2 Barons. Let's get them moving. And then... Oh. Wow. Getting a bit... I don't know. Poorly footed on that stairs. Let's get rid of the Barons. They ran down that stairs. Wow. They're taking no nonsense. Okay, let's grab all the stuff. Let's grab all this. Flip this. I'm going to keep my rockets. I don't think I need to, but a nice little test here for me at times is just dealing with rows of these Hell Knights without taking any damage. You know, pushing in where I can. Okay. So this is okay. I forgot recently about a Revenant on this lift. Need to be careful. Wow. That was literally just bouncing around with no plan. Okay. Up here, we're getting into the tough end of the map. We've got one horrible cyber demon to deal with up here. Gotta stun lock this guy or he will decimate your health. So, peep around. get your shot. He's done. So I like some rockets here for this Revenant. Get 2. There we go, 1 more. Come on. That'll do it. And then just tease these 2 guys out. Come on. That's it. Right, in here we've got a Cyber Demon. We've got 0 space to move and no good strats from my perspective in terms of tanking it. So we're going to bounce one off the wall. Oh my god, I did it. That is the toughest bit. Alright, back over here. If you walk towards the switch, you bring those guys in. I am going to take my time with them. This is the furthest I've made it in my playthrough so far, and really I shouldn't be dying after this point. That Cyber Demon is my last kind of unknown in this map. So if you approach here, they come in. So what I did was get the BFG, bounce the BFG here, they get a stun, so I get 1 good hit, and then you need to be able to do this from side to side to dodge that cyber, find a good space side to side. Don't back up too far against the wall, because if you do, you take splash even if you dodge. So I did that remarkably well. I don't even know if I took damage on it. But flip this switch before we go. I find this bit, this is by far and away the toughest bit, so I'm fairly confident now that I should be able to finish up. What's all that noise? Okay, we've got a chain gunner here. There we go. So that's good. Over here, we've got this guy. We've got 1 secret left, that's to come, so we're doing pretty good. You can pick up some stuff at the bottom, look in the shadows if you need some health. And I'm going to do my Mancubus dance, which has been a feature of this playthrough. Good. At this point though, I really shouldn't be taking risks. Okay, I'm absolutely stocked. So I don't really need to, I could just use my rockets here, but I'm going to run down the shotgun a little bit. Come on. Okay, like using the shotgun for this. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay, so in here we've got an Archvile. No longer. Okay, so we've got some imps. Let's bring them in. Want to get in here, so I'm in now. We get a Soul Sphere in here. I don't like this room, but we've got a couple of shots, 3 shots in the BFG, so we should be good. Just get in, back up. Wow. Okay, I took some hits there, but actually that was fine. I had loads of health, and I had my BFG shot left. And that's it. Wow. So we walked up here to trigger that entrance with the imps to get our last secret, and that's everything. All kills and secrets. Oh my god, this one absolutely chewed me up. And as I say, I practiced it loads, I was very confident, there was no particular fight I was overly concerned about, but it's just a generally tough ensemble of different things to do in a single segment. So I really enjoyed it, like worked through the yellow key area, set up the fight on the 2 stairs when you're getting that yellow key, try and use the stairs in a good way. That bit of infighting just gave me that little bit of confidence, that little bit of extra ammo and stuff, built me up a little bit for some of the later fights that I was going to have. Then we went over, grabbed the blue key, we got the the BFG to bring us into that area. It can be tough. I've lost an awful lot of health in that area, even though it doesn't seem so demanding. This is the blue key area, so use the BFG, take 1 shot, maybe 2 shots, get rid of the Revenant, and then you can tidy up the rest with the super shotgun. And when you're coming out, or just before you go in, make sure you tag the secret of the Soul Sphere in the window. And then over to the red key. Nothing particularly demanding in the red key area, but I thought it was nice to be able to bring out the Cacos and to try and get some infighting between the Caco and the Cyber. It didn't work out the way I liked, but this, for me, became a run of survival rather than a run of tidiness. But I managed to get it through in the end. I was happy with that. As I say, the biggest challenge for me in all of this are the Cybers. We've got some very, very tough Cybers to deal with. 1 on the ledge. We've got 2 in very, very tight arenas, particularly there towards the end where we flipped the yellow switch. You know, that that is a very small confined space for a cyber to have to deal with that cyber. Taking the first shot before it was fully awake was a really nice advantage. It put the cyber on the back foot and gave me some confidence. But then just finding that tight maneuvering, just small steps side to side. Otherwise, it's just a splash damage that gets you. And then awkward things like if you approach the yellow key, you get the arch files as well. And that is not a good thing to arrive when you're dealing with a cyber. So in general, a very, very tough run on this. Lots and lots of secrets as well. Generally, though, I needed them to get the health and the ammo and stuff that came with them. But this has been a fairly long playthrough, 33 minutes. This is an Anders Johnsen map. You can kind of tell with this because they're pretty punishing, which is, I think, a really nice attribute of these maps. This is supposed to be a punishing WAD. It's getting towards the upper end of that medium level of difficulty that I've been playing through, and it's starting to feel it. And I quite like that quality of these maps. They're pretty punishing, but they are doable. But single segmenting them over half an hour to get everything right. This one has been tough. Last couple of maps have been a little bit varied. Some have been tough, some have gotten through quite easy, but this one has been a bit punishing, so I'm quite happy to have this one done. But I have really, really enjoyed it. Hope you guys have too, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, hello. And then Pinky. Oh wow, that Pinky did not want to go down. Oh wow. There we go. They're going to start fighting. Let's just move on. Oh. Okay. Low on ammo, given I've got an arch file in here, so I'm going to go to plasma for this. Okay, they're busy, so let's keep moving. Bring in. Oh wow. Bring in some revenants and get this fight moving. And then let me get over here and hope that infight starts in a good way. Oh. Also particularly low on health. So let me drop down. I don't know if we've got a revenant here, so just be careful. Wow. Sides got rid of the Arachnotron, but when we walk in here we get 3 arch files. So you better have a plan for that one. Oh no. It's hard to get out in time if they kind of stun and attack you instantly. It's very, very hard to avoid it, and my health was low enough that was the end for me. I'm going to keep the BFG on just in case, but let's get in here. Oh wow. Okay, there are a lot of risks with this one. I think I could have seen it before I ran in, that cyber demon was pointed in a very bad direction for me to teleport in, so it's facing me directly. What I wanted to do was run out the window, turn around, and then kind of tank it a little bit, but it was directly in my path and I didn't make it. So lesson learned. Let's try that one again. So this bit is rough. We've got that cyber demon from earlier is up there. We need to get in and deal with it somehow. I don't have a great strategy for this. There are some loose revenants as well, so let's just see how it goes. I'm going to back up when I go through here. That is insta-kill. Absolute insta-kill. So like, like all I did with that was teleport and hit the run button, and I was dead before I got out of the teleporter. So that is pretty demoralizing after over 20 minutes of play, but let's give that one another go. There's no nice way of doing this. So I've got an outtake of this where I teleport in and it literally rockets me in the face the second I teleport in. So I'm going to go into the teleporter and run backwards. There we go. Look, I can see it there. So now I may as well go. Look at that. Boom. I get it was targeting me still. Wow. I can't believe the same thing again. I need to do a better job than that. So now we're coming to a horrible, horrible fight. Do I have a strategy for this one? Absolutely not. Hopefully not dying. I'm going to take one shot as I go in and then try and deal with whatever occurs. I'm in a bad place. I absolutely didn't get into that one in a good way at all. Cyber absolutely had the drop on me. The first shot was very, very solid. After that, I lost my space. Too close to walls, ran out of space. I just didn't do a great job in that. What you really want to do is just stand off the walls a little bit, even if the space is tight, and just try micro movements to avoid the rockets. So that's a bit punishing for me 27 minutes in, but let's give it another go.